What's going on internet? The Black Hokage here, aka Dbfz, and to be honest, it's been a week and some change since the release of Dragonball FighterZ, and I feel like I've had enough time with this game to share my opinion on it. After spending numerous hours with this game, I can say that Dragonball FighterZ is one of the most fun and frustrating fighting games that I've played in a while, and here's why.
The great and powerful Gotenks will take care of all these enemies!
Annoying little brat!
Hey, old man, you're Saiyan, right? So hurry up and turn into a Super Saiyan already! Hey, you listening? Hurry up and turn into a...
Knock it off, pipsqueak!
No need to get so angry. Wait, you don't know how to turn into a Super Saiyan, do you? Have no fear, Gotenks will teach you!
I don't remember asking a little punk like you for help! Go on, then.
All right, listen up. It's really easy. You just need to go, and then you go, ha! And then boom! You're a Super Saiyan.
Ooh, like that?
Story. Reading the book. One thing I remember telling myself as a kid playing the Budokai series is, man, I am tired of reliving the Sand of Buu saga every game. Sure would be nice to have an original story in a Dragon Ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, be careful what you wish for because I should have wished for a good story in the game. There's an original story in Dragon Ball FighterZ centered around the new character Android 21, but the problem is it's not even remotely interesting. Dialogue is a hit or miss, and cutscenes tend to drag on far too long. The worst part is the campaign's gameplay is structured like a board game where you have to fight through waves of tedious clone characters to get to these boring cutscenes. The one redeeming factor about the story mode is the interaction between the various characters. The only problem is that requires you to be familiar with the source material. If you're not familiar with the anime and you just bought it because you wanted a new fighting game, then you're not gonna understand why Cell pressed the dope Gohan. You're not gonna understand why everyone is just roasting Yamcha.
There's something rather interesting about this one.
Preposterous! How could you take an interest in trash like him?
Whoa. Who are you calling trash?
Pipe down! Only the lowest of the low would ever lose to a few puny Cybermen.
Beaten by Cybermen, were you? Are you sure you're not trash after all? Wait a moment. I think I understand why only this one didn't have his consciousness sealed.
What do you mean?
He's too weak. It must mean the seal on his power was somehow incomplete.
Oh, that is pathetic. It would seem the waves only have a, well, limited effect on your shallow pool of strength.
Yeah, that would explain it. Come on, Goku. You don't believe this, do you?
Guess there's an upside to being a pathetic weakling after all.
They can laugh all they want, but I'm gonna prove that I can step up when I'm needed.
Gameplay. FighterZ is one of those games where it's as deep as you want it to be. It's easy to pick up, but it's hard to master. What I mean is this game features auto combos for newcomers and manual combos that you can extend into deadly attacks for the more FGC types.
Against like Jager. Yeah. I didn't expect the lobby to be this far. I thought it was just gonna be us.
Combo. So whether you're trying to be the best at Evo or just the toughest at the barbecue, this game can be for you. Right in line with that is an extensive tutorial system to help players. You can go through and learn all the basics and the advanced techniques in this game, plus there's a combo challenge to test your wit. This is all complemented by a healthy roster of 24 characters at launch. Some are repeats like the multiple Gokus and Vegetas, but they only look alike. Every character in this game has a unique playstyle, and every character on the roster feels viable. Believe it or not, one of my favorite characters in the game right now is Yamcha. His corner pressure is something serious, and that's because the developers paid attention. They did a great job making you feel like you're in control of an episode of the show. Dragon Ball FighterZ feels authentic. You ever ate something and you could just tell that it was made with love? It was a meal prepped by someone who had a passion for cooking. That's the best way to explain this game. This game feels like it was made with love. The gorgeous art style makes you feel like you're in control of the show, especially when you pull a big combo off.
Did one of us need some plot armor? Sure.
So what armor?
Plot armor like anime.
A strange Swiss. Oh man, look, the lobby disconnected. My bad.
There you go.
You ain't getting out this bitch.
Taking him out. Get him, Trey. Get him, Trey.
The timely grab.
You ain't getting out this shit.
He's from the future. Not only is every character viable in a fight, but they actually fight like how they did in the show. Everyone's special moves are here, from Gohan's Masenko to Frieza's Death Ball and Tien's Tri-Beam attack. The icing on the cake is, even in the fights, this game has Easter eggs. When Frieza throws his purple disc, they come back and they cut him if you don't duck. Team Gohan has a one-arm Kamehameha, and Tien's Tri-Beam attack inflicts self-damage just like when he fought Cell. Once again, if you're unfamiliar with the source material, then these things might fly over your head, but if you do watch the anime, then you have to give Arc System Works their clout. This is fan service at its highest level, and if you're not fighting, then you can take off some time and enjoy the customization. Dragon Ball's Online is conducted in 64-man servers. Each has a hub world that you can use your chibi character to explore in. This is actually how you navigate from things like the story, practice, arcade, and online modes. Everything you do in this game will net you Zenny. Zenny can be spent on capsules at the store, which are basically loot crates. These crates contain nothing but cosmetics, so there's nothing to worry about here. And on top of that, you can't buy capsules with real money either, so if you see someone with a rare colored chibi, just know that they earned it. Kudos to Bandai for not including microtransactions in what seems like this is the thing to do in this day and age. Also, you have to beat the story mode to unlock Android 21 as a playable character. I mean, it's like they wanted you to just play and enjoy your game. It's just a shame that this game features unstable servers. The moment this video is released, the servers in this game are not reliable. If they're not down for maintenance, then they are up, not allowing your friends to join your private lobby. Right now, the only thing you can do online without problems is play casual and ranked matches against randoms. Even that could be a pain because the game has attracted a lot of people who play on McDonald's Wi-Fi. FighterZ displays the frame delay at the top of each online match, and it's fairly normal to run into a player with a 10+ frame delay.
Oh, look at the lag. It went to 19 frames. That's why I can't do shit. Oh my god, bro. Help! Oh, I'm done. Stream's over. I can't. Oh my god. I can't play this game, bro. This is one of the most fun and frustrating games I've ever played, bro. I literally can't do anything right now. I'm about to put this controller down and turn the game
this lag switch, bro. Oh my
god. Fuck this nigga, bro. I'm done. Yo, stream's over, bro. Stream's over. I'm turning the PS4 off. I can't do it right now. Oh my god, bro.
Yo, he turned it off.
Obviously, the workaround is the only search for players with a good connection, but the problem is, now you're waiting a long time just to get into a match, and I'm not sure if that's the servers or if that's just a lack of players with a solid connection. Either way, it's annoying. Bandai Namco stated that they are working to improve things, but I haven't seen anything improve in almost 2 weeks. And to make matters worse, the community sucks. This game is full of crybaby losers. People hardly ever want to run a set. You could have a good close match with someone and just barely lose, and 9 times out of 10, they won't give you a rematch. They'll dip with the quickness because they know they can lose to you. There are a lot of rage quitters in this game too. Top tier competition will pull off combos in this game that'll allow you to put down your controller for a solid 20 seconds because they just air juggling you.
When you knock him in the air like that and you're off screen, is he rushing down and then rushing back up? Like double tapping down? No. Or you could just rush while off screen.
Well, yeah, you could do that. It just depends on if you recover fast enough.
Hey, get her out of here.
That leaves a lot of people salty, and they'll just rage quit if you do it. So be aware that this community is full of sore losers, but if online isn't your thing, then you should also know that the ending sucks. The ending to this game's story was so ass. I won't spoil it, but I will say that if you watch the anime, you've seen this ending before. Goku has done this time and time again against various other foes, and it's just lazy writing from Toriyama. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that throughout the story, the game features a dialogue tree similar to BioWare or Telltale games. The problem is, it doesn't matter what you choose to say in these conversations because you get the same results regardless. Once again, lazy writing from Toriyama. Final thoughts. Here's a quick summary of my thoughts on Dragon Ball FighterZ for those of you who weren't paying attention. On the positive side of things, it's easy to pick up, hard to master. There's an original story in the game for once. There's a healthy sized roster at launch. Each character feels unique and viable. There's customization, and there's fan service, and I'm not talking about titties. On the negative side of things, at launch, these servers are unstable. There's a lot of sore losers in this community, and the ending and the story is just terrible. Look, 2018 has just begun, and I can confidently say that this will most likely end up being one of my favorite games of the year. This is the Dragon Ball game that I've been waiting for. It's just a shame that it couldn't launch with a more smoother online. So would I recommend this game? Yes and no. What I mean is, if you don't care about playing with friends and just want to fight randoms online, then go for it. It's worth $60. If you just want to host lobbies with friends and play that way, then I would say wait a bit longer. I'm sure Bandai will get the servers under control in time. I just hope that it's sooner than later. And thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.